Okay, so today's lecture will be on Viterbi code, or rather you can say that Viterbi algorithm, or the decoding of the convolutional code. We have discussed how to encode the convolutional code. That means there are several techniques, several diagrams, state diagrams, code trellis diagram, code tree diagram, but this is called the error detection technique. That means if you have received a code like 1101 and 10, so the question is that is it an error code or not? So if you follow the previous lecture, so I had discussed the code trellis. So we will follow the code trellis technique to determine the error, whether the received code is error code or not. So from that code trellis, you have to just follow that previous lecture of the code trellis, and from that code trellis diagram, this is present state and this is the next state we have assumed already. So here A is 0, 0. So we have shown the 4 possible state 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1. And we have defined each state by a name like A, B, C, D. So 0, 0 for A, 1, 0 for B, 0, 1 for C, and 1, 1 for D. So the next state also A, B, C, D. And if you follow the code trellis on the previous lecture, so you will see that we have written that this is the state transition. That means from A, when 0 is the input, then this is the bold line. And when 1 is the input, then this is the dotted line. So this dotted line represents the input is 1 and the bold line represents the input is 0. So, and this 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. So this, you can see that this is basically nothing but the output, okay, corresponding output to the input. That means if we apply, if we assume 0 as input, then the output is 0, 0. If we assume that 1 is the input, then 1, 1 is the output. So I've just written the outputs. You have to just write the outputs on the directional arrow. Okay. So this is depicted from the previous lecture code trellis diagram. Okay. So we will use these outputs in the Viterbi algorithm. How? So basically, first of all, you have to know what is the Hamming distance. You have already known to this from the code block technique. I've already told you what is the Hamming distance. So Hamming distance is basically nothing but when suppose 1, 1, 1, 1 is given. Suppose a 1, 1 and suppose 1, 1 is given. This is any random binary bit, and again another bit sequence is given, that 1, 0 and 1. Okay. So what is the Hamming distance between these two code? So basically the number of the transition of the bit. That means there is this two are same, this are same, but there is one transition. That means 1 and 0 is there. So the Hamming distance will be 1. Okay. So difference between these two code, the distance, or you can say the distance between these two code is basically the number of the transition of the bit. That means this is 1, 0, this is 1, 1, and this is 1, 1. Okay. So this is similar, but this is dissimilar. So dissimilar bit. So number of the dissimilar bits between two bit sequences is basically the Hamming distance between two bit sequence. So this concept we will use in the Viterbi algorithm, and let me just read it. Okay, so we have to just determine that we have received a code 1101 and 10. So we have to just determine that whether this code is an error code or not. So what is the rule? So basically we will follow the code trellis diagram again. So this is y equals to 1 1 0 1 and 1 0. Okay, that is the encoded code we have received. Okay, we have to check whether this is error code or not. Okay, so first of all, you have to draw this table. You can follow the previous lecture. So this is basically from the previous lecture. So it's a port release diagram from A0. So I'm just taking, there is 1, 2, and 3. So three number of 2-bit representation of code. Okay, like 1 1 0 1 and 1 0. Okay, so I will compare this 1 1, that means the first term is 1 1, with this outputs, then 0 1 with this outputs, and 1 0 with this outputs. I'm repeating again. Actually, we will do that. First of all, we will write this 1 1. Okay, so first of all, we have to draw this table. This is A0. This is the next state. That means A1, B1, C1, D1. The first state is being considered as A0, B0, C0, and D0. A2, B2, C2, D2, and A3, B3, C3, D3. Right. So if you draw this code trellis diagram, then from the previous lecture you have already known to this, because from A0 we will the possible next state will be A and B. So I'm just assuming we are starting from A0. So the next state, the possible next state will be A1 and B1. I'm just writing it like A1 and B1. Okay. And this arrow, that means the bold arrow, is for the 0 input, and the dotted line is for the input 1, as you have already known. So this is the output 0 0 1 1. So you can follow the table. You can follow the table from the previous lecture. We have made a table. So from that table, the output, okay, when A0 is being transmitted to A1, A0 is the present state and A1 is the next state. So the output is 0 0. From A0, when it is transmitted to B1 as the next state, the output is 1 1. And now, so I'm considering this as a segment, first segment, this is second segment, and this is third segment. So this is 1 1. So I'm written 1 1. So this is output. So we will compare, we will actually compute the Hamming distance between this 1 1 with 0 0. That means this output, again 1 1 with this output. Okay. So we will basically compute the Hamming distance between the received code with the output of each state transition. Okay, at every stages. Okay, so first of all you have to draw this table, and you have to write all the outputs, corresponding outputs to the state transitions, like A0 to A1, this is 0 0 1 1. From A0 to B1, this is 1 1. From A1 to A2, this is again 0 0, and A1 to B2, this is 1 1. From B1 to C2, B1 as a present state and C2 as a next state, and B1 to D2. So from B1, the possible next state is C2 and D2, as you follow from the table, previous table we have made already. And this is the corresponding output for the 0 input. This is 0 1. When B1 present state is transferred to the next state C2, the corresponding output to the input 0 is basically 0 1, and this is 1 0 when I'm using input as 1. Okay, so in this way you have to write all the outputs considering the inputs. Okay, next we have to do that. So there is 3 sequences, like 1 1 0 1 and 1 0. This is the received encoded code. Okay, so there is 3 sequences. So we have to divide this whole code trail